Hello, this is Miss Tracy at K-12 Next Generation, and we're going to do step 3 of making our kite. Now, you should have 4 pieces of frame that you have covered with 2 sides with paper. And so you want to take those four pieces that you did, and you want to put, actually did the bottom part, you want to put them sort of facing you like this. Okay? This one here will go on the top. But to get it so that it's all going to form properly, you need to have the openings facing you. And then you're going to be tying them here, here, and here in the back. So that's 3 places. And then up here in 1, 2, and 3. So you need 6 pieces of string and scissors and your frames, and that's about it. Now, I already, to save time, have tied the bottom part together. See here, and here, and here. And now I'm going to tie the top part. I found using that long needle was really difficult, and so I made sort of this tiny little thing. It seems to work a little better. But if you have any type of embroidery needle or something like that, that's the best thing to use. Okay? And then you're going to need 6 pieces of string, about 6 inches long. If you're too short, then it's really hard to tie. So it's better that you waste a little thread or string when it's too long than if it's too short. And what I do is I just would go like this to get my 6 pieces. So that's 2, that's 3, and I only need 3, so I'm going to stop there, but you would do it 3, 4, 5, and 6. I cut it there, and then I cut this down here, and this up here, and I should have 3 pieces. Remember, you want 6. And that's the easy way to do it so that it's about the same length. Okay? This is really the hardest part, is putting them up here. And so I'm going to get my piece of string and put it in my homemade wool needle here. It's times like this that you feel like you're all thumbs because you can't get anything to work with. Okay, now remember, it all has to be facing open to you. Okay? So I'm going to take this piece here and thread it up like this right into this paper. And then making sure that it's in the opening, I will thread it through this one here. And hold on to my piece down here so it doesn't get away from me. And I'm going to, I think I'm just going to tie this like in a bow to begin with, kind of thing, to make sure that I have everything in the right place. Get it. If it's too loose, that's not going to do either. So we've got an idea. And there. And then we'll go to this one here. Do the same thing. Put your thread in here and then close it down. And this is the back piece here. So I'm going to go here and then through the back here, so I'm getting both the sides of the straw here. And I actually am going to go in through, out through. I have a hole here that I want to use. So, this is why needles are so much easier. Because if you have another person with you who can help you sort of hold things together while you're doing this, it makes it much easier. So you can maybe partner up and one of you do the stringing while the other one helps hold it, and then you trade off and hold it for the other person. So notice I didn't tie it yet. And somewhere I just lost my piece of string. Here it is. Okay. And we'll do the last one here. Then it will be stabilized, I hope, enough to be able to tighten these things up. And this joint is a little wimpy. So, since the others are stable now, I'm going to just tie this one on. I'm going to tie it really tightly. I think I'm even going to go down underneath like this, bring it back up around, and tie it again. I want to just really make sure that this is really stable. Yep, that feels like that's good and strong, okay? So we'll take this bow out. Oh, see how much easier it is now? It's not all going around on me, giving me all sorts of problems. So, around here, do this, and tie that really tightly. And then you take this one. We want this to come up here a little bit more. See how we can get that to stay on top instead of sliding down under. See this over. Do one more time going down under and around. And so, now we have our kite. And we're going to cut off these strings now. I think we can do that. Be fairly sure that everything's going to hold together. I have to tell you that I had to take one of these off at one point, and when I took one off, everything fell apart, and I had to take them all off and start again. That was very frustrating. But I think we're safe now. Okay. And then you take your string when you're ready to fly. If you want a nice ball of string, or maybe take some string and roll it on a piece of wood or something. My father used to teach us how to fly a kite using a fishing pole. And he used to take and tie the string, tie a little loop onto the kite like this, okay? And then he used to put the lure of the fishing pole in here, and we used to fish that we used to fly the kite that way. It was really fun. It's kind of a combination of fishing and pulling in the big fish and flying the kite at the same time. You had a lot of control over it that way too, because you could reel in and reel out and let it in and out as depending upon the wind. So it worked very well. So I'm just going to just make a knot here in the corner. Now these kites don't, there's no mention anywhere that these kites need to have any kind of tail. So I guess because it is a tetrahedron, it doesn't need a tail. But I was thinking, if it did need a tail, maybe I would put something, up here and here, just to make it look kind of fun. And it may or may not work, but I'd have to try it. But you see what I found that I thought would make such a neat tail. Do you think that would be pretty, flying from the sky? Yeah. I think that would be kind of pretty. So I might try that. Of course, I might find out that what it does is pull the kite down, in which case I'd have to take it off. But that's the whole thing about learning, is to try different things to see what works and what doesn't work. And here we have our tetrahedron kite. Remember, if you have your friends and family and kids at school all make these, then you could make one great, big, beautiful kite. So this is Miss Tracy from K-12 Next Generation. Enjoy your flying, and I'll see you next time.